find MK Venu serious charge being made against you and others that you all concocted this story. This is a concocted story. You have zero proof of Pegasus. Therefore, you must apologize among others.
Rajdeep, I want to say this. I also tweeted this many months ago when Parliament was in session. The world has accepted, other democracies have accepted, US government has accepted that Pegasus was indeed used. German government has accepted Pegasus use. French government has accepted. United Kingdom has accepted. Even the Israeli government has accepted and taken action. India is the only country which is consistently been in denial. Now, I'm not saying that the government has used Pegasus. What I'm saying is, why can't the government at least give one affidavit to the Supreme Court or to the committee saying we don't own Pegasus? That's a simple question they're asking. And the Supreme Court Chief Justice also observed.
Can I just respond to this, sir?
So why can't just you say that we don't own Pegasus? I tell you why they don't do it, Rajdeep. Because it's there in the files. If not today, after 3 years, those files will be examined by some new government, and they will be exposed. They don't want to put it on record either before the committee or before the Supreme Court that they actually.
No, that will only happen if there is, Mr. Venu, that will only happen if there is a new government. Otherwise, this is not going to change. But you want to respond, Zafar Islam, because the fact is, just put out an affidavit. We have no contract with an Israeli company called Pegasus. Is saying that an issue of national security? Why is it that Ajit Doval, National Security Advisor, cannot come before a Supreme Court committee and say that? Simple, finished.
See, Rajdeep, there is no point now again putting government in the dock. Government has given it has made its stand very clear, and government stand is known to the committee and the Supreme Court. But let me tell you one thing, and let me ask a counter question to all the panelists and to you particularly, and Venu, that they had 29 phones. Those phones were examined and being monitored by the committee and the Supreme Court. So had there been some software like Pegasus, it would have known to the committee members and to everyone.
Apar Gupta, is that right? Apar Gupta, is that right? What Zafar Islam is saying? That 29 phones were given to the Supreme Court. Just a minute. 29 phones were given to the Supreme Court. Only 5, according to the statement made by the justices today, were found to have this malware. Do you believe that is sufficient to suggest that perhaps this story is exaggerated? Where do you stand? I know you're saying that you want to see the technical committee report before you can make a conclusive statement on it. But prima facie, what does it suggest?
Rajdeep, let me also inform on the basis of what actually happened in terms of submission of the phones. So I work at the Internet Freedom Foundation, and we have represented Rupesh, who was one of the people who filed a petition in the Supreme Court and also gave his phone for examination. So an image copy was taken and then it was studied. There was one testimony. Beyond that, him as a victim and us as lawyers, and I have permission to make this disclosure, we have not been kept involved with the methodology which has been adopted by this technical committee. Until that is made available, the nature of the malware, even in those 5 phones, it may be just a torchlight which is gathering more data, or it may also be a new form of Pegasus. And if so, as a malware maker was not only making Pegasus, it was making 10 to 20 different types of targeted spyware which was for sale to governments all over the world. It is not only about this. It may be any other thing. So we need that report. The second point, there was some discussion that the government can have a choice of not cooperating with the commission, etc. If we just look at the order which was passed by the Supreme Court on October 27th, at point number 5, it says the Respondent Union of India and all state governments as well as agencies, authorities under them are directed to extend full facilities, including providing support with respect to infrastructure needs, manpower, finances, or any other matter as may be required by the committee or the overseeing former judge to effectively and expeditiously carry out the task assigned to them by this court. So I don't really understand how the government can have a choice not to cooperate with this committee itself. In fact, I would wonder if it wants to clear its name, why would it not actually participate in these proceedings.